Podcasting from Pier 2, Brooklyn Bridge Park. This is the Brooklyn Baritone Podcast. Hey, as usual, I'm out here in the morning, and whenever you choose to listen to this in the morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, I always appreciate the likes, the looks, the listens, and the views. I would also appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe and notification button on my YouTube channel, Brooklyn Baritone. What is a sellout? The basic conception of what a sellout is someone who is willing to betray someone or peoples or a movement for a payday. That's the basic conception of what a sellout is. But a sellout consists of so much more of that. It goes deeper, it goes wider. We're going to go into that. We're going to get into that right now. Now, around the way, especially growing up, a lot of people consider a sellout in the black community someone who is black that wants to act non-black to pander to people who are non-black so they can get their payday, so they can get notoriety, so they can get a push or notice by said other group that are not black. That's one way to break down what a sellout is. I'm going to start with these few examples. Of course, you could say it's all opinion, but I look at what the impact is. When I come out here, I always look to impact everyone, definitely based on Elohim's will. Whether you believe in him or not, his will is supreme. It's because he wishes to have the best life for us, whether we realize it or not. But let's go forward. I look at people's impact, and some people may not be the most eloquent, they may not be the most savvy, they may not be the most well-resourced, but if I see that you're actually trying to give information and help people, you're all good. But then if I see that you're looking to pander to a certain crowd because you're trying to get that sponsorship, because you're trying to get that money coming in, you're trying to get that notoriety and get your viewer base up so you can get recognized, so you can move up to the next level of what is considered success, I consider you to be a sellout because you're doing more harm than good. Because if you're looking to always devise, if you're looking to be inflammatory, if that's what is your message to your audience base, you are definitely what I consider a sellout. And I hope that I never get to that point. I'm going to talk about a few people, or some people may want to at me, some people may want to differ. It's okay. We are going to have different opinions. I feel that these three sets of people, I could say Candace Owens, I could say the Hodge twins, I could say Derek Jackson. There are many things that they do make great points on, but I feel that they spend more time being inflammatory and pandering to their audience just so they could get a rise and continue to have that audience, that specific audience group that shares their mindset to keep growing. Because they have grown. They have definitely grown based on the audience that they talk to, that they pander to. But I believe they spend more time breaking things down and keeping things apart and inflammatory rather than building things together and actually adding proper value. It's one thing to highlight problems and share your opinions, but it's another thing if you're trying to actually bring proper solutions to the table. You can make noise, but that's the peanut gallery. They're on the sidelines making noise. You can be someone who's of worth and actually you see a problem, you could beef about the problem, but if you're not doing anything about the problem, you're not doing anything to bring a solution, you're part of the problem. And I feel that if you are doing things because you see that you're getting a certain type of reaction and that reaction is gaining and is more negative and you're not really bringing proper facts to the table all the time, you're not bringing proper solutions all the time, if all you're doing is just pandering to a certain mindset the crowd has, I consider you a sellout because you're getting a payday and you're not helping everyone that listens to you. You're only amping up the crowd you're listening to. Another example, as I say, is a sellout. A lot of rappers, I'm going to say b.i.g, You can hate me, you could at me, it's all right. I understand, I get it. You're not there yet. You know, he has a nice flow. You know, he's an icon, especially in Brooklyn, New York. But at the same time, what did he rap about? Matter of fact, what did Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, rap about? How did he get his money, his fame? All of it was really hurting his community. They probably had money and then gave it, yes, you know, to people around them, to certain organizations, yes, but overall, what kind of energy did you exude when you were in that microphone? I know what I try to exude, I know what I try to portray, and I know exactly what I try to do when I'm in front of the mic. Because I believe it's Elohim's will for everyone, especially me, to do the best I possibly can with what I have. It's all about creation. It's all about construction, not destruction. Do your words destroy? Does your personification, does your presence destroy? If you have destroyed, what have you done to try and make reparations? Now, I'm not putting any kind of disrespect on Christopher Wallace's name. When I was looking at how he impacted people, and many people who are rappers that many people look to because they're getting notoriety from people who they attract. What kind of energy, what are you putting out there to attract? Are you putting something out there that's really going to help people to get you money? Or are you just, you know, worried about your pockets and everyone, your people's pockets? Okay? I'm not going to look at people because they got a certain position. I am going to look at people by their fruits. That's what you have to judge people by. Judge them by their fruits. I don't care what you got, because you could have done a whole lot of strange things to get that money. You could have done a whole lot of unsavory things to get that money. Who cares about that? Because a lot of people who don't cross that bridge, whether it be entertainment, whether it could be that executive on the corporate or government level, or it could be the dude around the way or the girl around the way. Yeah, you got things. But what does your character have to show for it? How much people did you destroy? How many people suffered? How many people did you walk over? How many people did you backstab to get to where you get to where you are now? And there's so many people who crossed that bridge and they regret it. So many people that crossed that bridge that were willing to turn back time to simpler times. Because you have to think about it and remember, it's not all about money. There's been a lot of people who are in these upper echelon executive positions, who have the house, who have the platinum record sales, that did more than to sell people out to get money. They sold themselves out. You may not want to hear it, you may not understand it, you may not accept it, but there's spiritual warfare out here. There are people out here who are controlling money and resources that require you to do rituals to get that money. There are people out here who are requiring for you to do blood oaths to get that bag. There are people out here who are requiring your soul for you to get that bag. So it's a lot more out here. And these are the people that are running things, and they have that portrayal that money is king, fame is king. You want to get more money, you have more money, you could do more things, you can make a difference more, but you got to come do this thing over here. You have to portray a lifestyle, to get this bag. And then we have it more on the base level, lower level, in the trenches level. We have dudes who's around the way who's not helping their fellow man because they feel it's not in their best interest to help them, or they feel, for some reason, whatever personal idea of advancement is, they're more than willing to sell their own people out. Okay? Just real quick, I'm going to talk about this clip that I saw. This one beautiful young woman, Maia Campbell, actress back in the 90s, on this TV show, I think, In the House. And she's really beautiful. But fast forward to now, she's gone through a lot of harsh things, and life is taking toll on her. And she's gone through a lot of mental issues and drug issues. And I've seen a few videos posted on the YouTube social media about dudes taping her on their phone, recording her on their phone. They know who she is, and they know what she's going through, and they're agitating the situation. And all they're doing is just helping to degrade her more. So if you know who she is and what she's going through, you either A, just leave her alone, or you actually go help her without actually recording anything. If you're going to help her, I see this sister is in a bad state. Let me see if she needs any help. No, what these guys do, just so they can have something to laugh at, they can get a few views off of on their channel, on their social media, or around their friends, they go and harass her. And so as opposed to having a mindset to build somebody up, you clowning somebody. That's another example of what a sellout is. It doesn't have to be someone who has the house in the hills, and the Maybach in the driveway. It doesn't have to be someone who's on Capitol Hill that has their pockets laced, 6, 7, 8 figures in their bank accounts. It could be someone around the way. If you're not willing to help anyone when you engage with them and bringing somebody down, that is even a sellout, because you're doing nothing to help construct. You are destructing. So sellouts are on different levels. Sellout is definitely a mindset. You can stay around the way, or you could make it big, as they say in the world. You're a sellout. I consider so many people are sellouts because what they're doing, they're destroying other people's way of life, whether people realize it or not, for their own gain or what they perceive as personal gain. Anyways, that's all I want to say. I don't want to go on too far about this. You could catch the rest of my content on my website at www.brooklynbaritone.com. You could also catch my podcasts on my YouTube channel, Brooklyn Baritone. You can catch me also on LinkedIn under Corey Asher. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. My podcasts are also on Google Play Store, Apple iTunes Play Store, and Amazon Music under podcasts. I hope you guys are blessed. I hope you guys don't sell out. Don't be a sellout. And if you are, just consider changing how you live life. Anyways, be blessed, walk good. You will hear from me next week. I'm out.